Hi everyone, today's video is about Marcus Aurelius. It's a little longer and the audio quality should be much better. I hope you enjoy. Marcus Aurelius became Emperor of Rome in 161 and reigned until his death in 180 CE. He was the last of the 5 good emperors in Rome and the only Roman who could claim to be a philosopher emperor. Marcus Aurelius gives us one of the clearest looks at an emperor who ruled with respect and reason. What's most interesting about Marcus is his journal of meditations that he wrote over his reign that was never meant to be published. Marcus was trained in philosophy from the age of 12, and his proficiency is displayed as all of his meditations were written in ancient Greek instead of Latin, the common language amongst the Romans of the time. His self-reflective journal, later translated and titled Meditations, provides some incredible insight into his internal thoughts. Some of his meditations were even written among the Danube River during the Marcomannic Wars while commanding legions against the Germanic tribes. On top of the war Aurelius was facing, the soldiers were also bombarded with the Antonine Plague, which most scholars attribute to modern-day smallpox, leaving the troops in brutal conditions. Despite this, Marcus's clarity and humbleness in his meditations are unwavering. It's important to remember he wrote the next line privately to himself while commanding the largest empire in the world. Marcus says, "If someone can prove me wrong and show me my mistake in any thought or action, I shall gladly change. I seek the truth, which never harmed anyone. The harm is to persist in one's own self-deception and ignorance." Meditations is full of lessons and insight that apply Stoicism, the branch of philosophy Marcus most closely associates with, to his everyday life. It's a great read and changed my perspective on living with nature, understanding that everything is constantly changing and the overall meaning of existence. But you need to read the book to figure that out for yourself. Living in tune with nature, and without spoiling too much of the book, this is one more quote from Marcus to truly understand the level of depth in his writing. He said, "So one should pass through this tiny fragment of time in tune with nature, and leave it gladly, as an olive might fall when ripe, blessing the earth which bore it, and grateful to the tree which gave it growth." Understanding the hardships Marcus endured and the intense situations he wrote through, it's truly unique that between war and plague, he stayed disciplined and calm, and was unwaveringly the Stoic philosopher king. When Marcus Aurelius passed away, his son, Commodus, succeeded him in the purple, breaking the tradition set forth by his predecessors to adopt the most suitable candidate to become the next emperor. It is no surprise then that Commodus did not in fact become a good emperor. I personally believe Marcus Aurelius' decision to let his son succeed him leaves a stain on his otherwise solid track record. But at the end of the day, we'll never be able to go back in time and ask him his thought process on the decision. So maybe he thought his son would mature. Or maybe, just maybe, he was trying to employ one of his generals to restore the public. But his son Commodus had him killed before he could see it through. I guess we'll never know for sure. Thank you guys for watching. This is my first attempt at sharing my love for history with all of you. So if you like the video, please subscribe. I'm doing weekly original history videos across all topics and all eras. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at thepastwaswild. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.